Hello, my friend. Welcome to Reiki Session. I hope that you're doing as well as possible. You look good. For this session, we are going to be focusing on relaxation. I want you to feel nice and held and cared for, and I want you to really give over to this R and R session. ASMR, R and R. Using a little bit of Palo Santo and lavender oil. It's a nice combination. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. I hope that you're feeling good. I hope that you're taking really good care of yourself. How are you? So we're primarily going to be focusing in the hips and in the mental plane. I really want to activate some gentle grounding in the root, and then do some gentle purification in the mental plane, just to really help you to release any of that mental fog or any of that like sticky, icky thoughts that are keeping you awake. Any of those. Keeping you from really giving over to rest and relaxation. This is a sage and frankincense spray. I'm just going to spray through your aura. Help you feel nice and relaxed. Oh, that's a goodie. Getting glorious mist to all the nooks and crannies, helping to ground, to clear, and to align. There's been a lot going on for you. You've been doing a lot of work. You've been doing work from the inside out, really working on yourself. There's been a lot of transitions, a lot of beautiful movement for you, and I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you for everything you've been working on, everything you've been moving through. But we need balance even in this kind of spiritual work, okay? So, even though I applaud you for all the work you've been doing, it's time for you to rest, okay? time for you to rest. It's time for you to allow all this beautiful work that's showing, it's starting to show. It's time for you to allow that beautiful work to really sink in. Sink in deeply to the very fibers of your being. Sink. So, I want you to start to just melt into whatever's holding you up. I want you to just start to feel the weight of your body, okay? And I'm just going to start to release anything in the physical plane here that's hanging on, okay? Like that sound. So we're just letting the day go, letting the night go, letting whatever is still here start to go. So that's there we go. All of these shifts, we've been experiencing them together, we've been sharing them here. And what can start to happen is that we can start to get into a cycle of always shifting and ascending and moving. And, that'll definitely lead to burnout, constantly learning new lessons without letting the old lessons sink in. And you might be, learning, but you're not really expanding and you're not really allowing your wisdom to grow. I think wisdom requires a certain amount of stillness, slow, gentle energy. And Eckhart Tolle talks about if we're always doing and never being, then we're going to be really out of balance. And that in our modern world, most of us are constantly doing, not being enough. And he talks about how maybe he's on the other side of that and could have some balance with regards to maybe he should be more of a doer. Because he's always just being. This cute little podcast I was listening to. But I think it's really important to just be, just exist for a bit. But as always, in order to find that balance, we need to know where we are, have the self-awareness to really know where it is that we are and know what it is that we need based on where we want to go. So you have to be in touch with not only your own experiences, but your own wants, your desires, your heart's desire, so that you can really start to flow towards that life of your dreams. So we need time to rest. We need time to relax. We need time to process, to let things marinate so that we can start to really integrate them into the fibers of our being. Good. 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 And just get down on your feet. Just like that. It's important to really clear our feet. We hold so much there. I'm going to light a little bit of sage and do a little bit more clearing. Okay, my love. Here's where I want you to offer up anything that you'd like to clear. And we'll clear it for you here, my dear. Okay. Going down your midline, clearing in your chakras, helping you to align and balance. Clearing and cleansing, purifying. And now I'm just going to draw the sacred symbols outside of your heart space, okay? Good. We're going to do just a little bit more clearing with this beautiful selenite wand. This is the one that I always charge in that window right there. And I want you to really open up the channels, clear any blockages, and just invite in a beautiful sense of purity, purification, harmony and balance coming through. Starting at the crown and moving down, my love. Okay. And again. Okay. Let's cast them into the fire, transmuting that energy. Anything that's blocking you here in the mental plane. See your right palm, please. Thank you. There, I've just swiped. And now I'm just going to have you hold that just for a moment in your right palm. We hold so much energy in our palms. It's so helpful to start to release that. Good, you can release. And now shake your hand out just a little bit. Good. Down through the midline once again, clearing and cleansing. And now we are going to do a little sweeping in the left palm. There you go, yeah. There. And now I'd like for you to hold this in your left palm. Good. And as you hold that, just imagine that any of that tension is floating out through your palm. You might engage in some ocean breathing or ujjayi breath. Okay, good. One more time down. I'm going to place this in the window. So now I'm going to take this clear quartz point and I'm going to draw the activation symbol outside of your root and outside of your third eye. Sometimes when we're trying to sleep, we don't really want to overactivate our root chakra because it can keep us too much in this plane and it doesn't allow us to kind of rise up and ascend into the cosmic realm. But I think that for this R&R session, for this deep relaxation, we should be focusing on grounding in the here and now, grounding in this present moment. With each inhale, I want you to arrive here, and on your exhale, I just want you to settle. Okay. So grounding you in the present, grounding you in the here and now, helping you to feel nice and safe. That's really what we got going on here. Here in the third eye, we're really connecting to that sense of wisdom. And just activating and empowering in the heart space. I'm going to use this green talc. So, I've been talking about this stone a lot lately because whenever I get a new stone, I get excited about it. But if you go to an esoteric shop and they have green talc, I would highly recommend just going up to it and just feeling it. It might not all be the same. Like some calcites feel so good and so, gemmy and smooth like this one. This one just feels like hard candy. It's so nice. I love this. And this one just feels like, it sounds weird, but it's sort of like, it feels like a pearl or something, but it also kind of it feels almost like chocolate because talc is so soft that you do almost feel like you could push into it. I don't know how to explain it, but just feel some talc. If you go to an esoteric shop or a crystal or gem shop, because I'd never really felt it before, and it's got a great, very soothing kind of feel. You can rub it against your face. You might be careful because some stones have jagged edges, but this is so soft. I love it. It's a beautiful stone. So I'm just going to move this through, and particularly in the root. So we're inviting the activation to help you ground, but we want to balance that with this soothing, gentle energy. Talc is great for inner peace, sense of calm and serenity. I'm gonna draw another symbol here, a symbol for balance. And then I'm sort of swinging it like this. From hip to hip. Staying about a foot away from your body. Good. And now here. I'm going to place this in your right hand. Beautiful. And now I'm going to place this green calcite. I'm going to place this in your left hand. Good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Okay. So you are here in this present moment. I'm caring for you. Just gonna step a little closer. And we're just going to place 2 fingers right on the third eye, okay? And I just want you to imagine the light is flowing in from this space. Flowing, flowing, flowing in from this space. Imagine light is just flowing in from this space. Now, I'm putting a gentle pressure, nothing too intense. I really want you to just give over to this moment, helping you to connect with that sense of wisdom, that sense of stillness, that sense of connection. You know, you and I are connected. You are connected to each other. You are connected to every being on earth. So really just doing some gentle tapping there, just to help you really recognize. Gently tapping. Very gentle. Do me a favor. Inhale that present moment, and on your exhale, just blow it all out. Good. I'm going to take your palms and my palms. I want you to give yourself permission to rest. I want you to give yourself permission to relax. I want you to give yourself permission to do nothing. I want you to promise me that you will take good care of yourself, okay? Good. I'm going to start to do things a little quieter and a little slower in case you're falling asleep. And we're going to see what messages the woodland wardens have for us today. By Jessica. I want to say Rue, but I still haven't checked if that's her. So, let's see what messages they have for us. I'm going to do it back here so it's not too loud for you. Continue to breathe and release and allow. So on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered, most aligned self, in loving comfort and in perfect balance, I'd like to call in any messages. Any messages pulling in any messages. Any messages from my darling friend to help them rest and relax, to help them give themselves permission to do nothing, to be still, to just be. What do they need to clear in order to just be? Starting over, graceful persistence, balance, so starting over, the snake and fern. I like this. This is one of my favorite plants, the fern. And I love the symbol of the snake. I love snakes too. I don't like holding them and playing with them, but I think they're so beautiful, and I love the symbolism of a snake. So my camera overheated. I'm just gonna do a little story time. It's not too hot in here, but my camera overheated, so I went downstairs and I had to do a little bit of work. So I just did that for a little bit and waited, and then I was cuddling with my dog on the porch. I like to do my workout on the porch, so we were working on the porch, and then I was cuddling with my dog, and I looked up, and one of the hummingbirds, we have a little family of hummingbirds, and one of the hummingbirds came up, but she came so close, and I kept talking to her. I was like, hey, it's okay, you can come here. And she just kept coming closer and closer. It was like she was listening to me. Bert said it's maybe because I smell kind of floral. I smell like flowers. I smell a little floral. But that was just so special. So I had that energy coming into this. Because it got super close. I was just like, do you want to land here? Do you want to hang out? And it was like she kept coming up and hovering up right near me and being like, should I? And then she would leave, and then she would come back underneath the porch too. So that was really fun. Anyway, I really liked that. I hope that was, it felt super connected and beautiful to me, but I'm not a hummingbird behaviorist. I know one of you is an animal behaviorist. I wonder if you know about hummingbirds. All of that. It was really lovely. I loved it. But we see them all the time. They're always here. And they always come really close to us. And yeah. So, but that was really, really special. Anyway. Okay. The snake and fern. Starting over. The snake and fern. Can you see that, my loves? Okay. The snake and fern calls us to start anew. Regularly shedding its skin, the snake is a symbol of rebirth and transformative healing. And in many cultures, the fern is associated with new life and new beginnings. Together, the snake and fern inspire confidence as we start over or embark on a new path. then hawk and thistle. Hawk and thistle. I love the illustrations. I mean, I love thistles. I just love the way that she's done them. The hawk is a keen and vigilant observer, so much so that watchful and hawk-eyed have become synonyms. An apex predator, the hawk glides gracefully on the wind, its sharp talons ever at the ready. The thistle, 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 thistle. It's a nice word. Thistle, thistle, thistle. The thistle can thrive in a variety of environments. The thistle can thrive. The thistle can thrive in a variety of environments. From verdant hills to rocky shores, its spiked, stinging leaves protect its radiant flower, which perches like a crown upon its stem. And then we have the dragonfly and pansy. This looks like we have so many dragonflies in our garden as well. I love them. And I heard that dragonflies can eat. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it wrong. I forgot how many. An enormous amount of mosquitoes in one day. I can't remember how many it was. But the numbers I'm toggling between are 1,000, 30,000, and 30. So it's all over the shop and I have no idea. But yeah, dragonflies are great and beautiful and they help with the mosquito population. Dragonfly and the pansy balance. Perching with a delicate grace. I love those colors, that blue and purple are my favorite colors in the garden. The dragonfly is a symbol of balance, nimble and attuned as a dancer. It moves effortlessly through the air, shifting direction with ease. Pansies are named for the French word penser, meaning thought, and were given to Victorians as tokens of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and pansy indicate a harmony of thought and action. Is my attention shared among my various interests and endeavors, or do I tend to favor just one? So here's where we can start to use these as some guidance, my friends. Starting over. This is just to put your mind at rest and put your mind at ease. If there's any fear in you, anything part of you that's afraid of starting new, starting fresh, because you feel that you will just lose something, you will gain so much. You know, when we begin anew, we have the ability to open so many more doors than when we cling on to things that weren't working. So starting fresh is incredibly courageous, but I think it's so healthy. So maybe think about in what ways is maybe a fear or anxiety about starting over again, starting fresh. In what ways is that blocking you from giving over to rest, relaxing? Or maybe in what ways are you fixated on starting anew and you need to kind of just regroup and start to invite in some gratitude for what you have? Start to reflect on that. See if you can clear something and be really gentle and kind with yourself here. So the hawk and the thistle. Graceful persistence. So how can you have that kind of watchful, observant, almost like a bird's eye view perspective, also protecting yourself? But how can you invite more of that into your life? And in what ways are you seeing things too close? In what ways are you not expanding and able to kind of see peripherally and see from that bird's eye view and kind of have that bigger picture? Start to connect with that. Start to just ask yourself how you could expand your vision. The dragonfly and pansy balance. And this is just about what ways are you out of alignment? What ways in your life do you feel that you're leaning in one side and you're not paying attention to the other? Could be like Eckhart Tolle was talking about. You're leaning way too much in the doing. Very, very, very common. Doing too much. Consuming too much. Always go, 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 go. I don't mean consuming necessarily, but I also mean, we're just constantly doing and being, instead of sitting, appreciating, inviting contentment, being present, instead of this constant stimulation game. So, in what ways could you be more balanced, particularly when it comes to stillness and rest? So that's beautiful, I love it. I'm going to pull a clarifier. This is so funny. This is meant to come out because this was in the back of the deck when I was first looking at it. And I was going to set the intention. It was facing me. And I just cut the deck so it wasn't on the bottom. This was the card that was just on the bottom. Metamorphosis, the frog and lotus. So, a lot of change. A lot of beautiful change. Don't be afraid of that change, my darling. So, because we are having all of this transformation, like we were talking about earlier, that's showing up in the cards, that's here. So what do we do in those times of shifts and transformations? We still need balance. We need that persistence of the hawk and the thistle, that persistent energy and that fortitude. We need the balance of the dragonfly and the pansy. We need the patience of the bobcat and the blackthorn. So if there's anything that you're calling in, maybe you're manifesting things and you feel like it's not happening soon enough, it's not happening quickly enough. Just invite some patience. Maybe ask yourself, in what ways am I impatient? In what ways am I reaching for something and grabbing onto something that is not ready for me yet? Or maybe that I'm not ready for yet. In what ways am I clinging too much? Just release. Observe. Be present. Just be. I don't know. I think these are great messages for all of us. Patience, persistence, transformation, metamorphosis, starting over. Making sure that we're nice and balanced. I'm going to place 2 stones. This is a red calcite, another one of those gemmy stones. I'm going to place this right on your low back. Good. And then I'm going to place this gorgeous stone right on the third eye. This is a blue lace agate. This is wonderful for that calm, that peace. So that's what we're going to invite in here. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are so loved. You are strong. You are creative and emotionally balanced. You are safe. You are safe. Thank you so much for joining me. It is such a pleasure to be able to connect with you. Truly thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. It just means the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a really wonderful rest of your day or your night. Please take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. And until we meet again, be so well. Hello, my lovely, lovely patrons. This session is going to be all about just like sending love into the hands. Our palms are these like entry and access points for so many different energies to flow in. So doing Reiki hand massages I find really helpful. So soothing. So I'm just going to be sending this energy towards you. I love using things from nature to send healing energy. You know I love using things like driftwood, stones, all the earthly elements. I love using water as a healing element. Good. So sending that love towards you, and see if you can just maybe breathe it in. Fill yourself up with that gorgeous, loving energy. Imagine the aroma just swirling in and flowing all through your body. Which can be directed and channeled with laser-like precision to help you accomplish tasks and achieve objectives. Cool. This is going to be a really powerful time for you. 2 super empowering cards. You have this fiery energy, and you have like the earth and the roots and the ancestors. It's like star and earth and fire. Find as comfortable a position as you can. Maybe close your eyes. You could lie down, whatever feels right for you. And let's begin today with gratitude. Whatever position you find yourself in, bring to heart one thing for which you are grateful.